Majority Leader Rodolfo Fariñas says the House of Representatives will prioritize the impeachment complaint filed against President Rodrigo Duterte. Fariñas says he is set to meet with House Justice Committee Chairperson Reynaldo Umali to discuss the timeline for the impeachment proceedings. Magdalo Representative Gary Alejano filed the first impeachment complaint against Duterte last March, while the 17th Congress was on a break. Referring to the congressional probe into the new Bilibid prison narcotics trade they conducted late last year, he says, quote, "How many hours did we spend on the Dayan investigation? We spent 10 hours tackling that. We'll do the same here." Among the witnesses during the probe was Ronnie Dayan, alleged bagman and former lover of detained Senator Laila de Lima. The Commission on Appointments grills Environment Secretary Gina Lopez as her confirmation hearing resumes Tuesday. Senator Alan Cayetano questions Lopez's standards when it comes to mining, logging, and the tourism industry. Cayetano says, quote, "It seems under your administration you focused on the negative and for people to stay away from those industries." He adds, quote, "We want to confirm you, ma'am, but we want to make sure we will not have an arbitrary DENR." Occidental Mindoro Representative Josephine Ramirez Sato asks Lopez why she required suspended mining companies to give 2 million pesos for every hectare of farmland affected by mining activities. Lopez says her basis is the prerogative of the DENR Secretary to make sure that the resources of the country are utilized in a way that doesn't disadvantage our people. She assures the CA that she is a law-abiding citizen. Lopez says, quote, "My temperament is just passionate, but it doesn't mean that I'm gonna break the law." The Philippines on Tuesday asserts ownership of Pag-asa Island in the disputed West Philippine Sea or South China Sea, after Beijing said it is illegal for Filipinos to occupy the island. Pag-asa Island is found in Kalayaan, a town created by the late dictator Ferdinand Marcos in 1978, now home to around 180 Filipinos, with its own mayor. Foreign Affairs spokesman Robespierre Bolivar says, quote, "Pag-asa Island and the larger Kalayaan Island Group are a municipality of Palawan." Bolivar is reacting to a statement made by Chinese ambassador to the Philippines, Zhao Jinhua, on the sidelines of Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte's inspection of 3 Chinese warships in Davao City. Zhao says, quote, "We view the occupation by the Philippine side of those islands as illegal, and so the buildings on it are also illegal." China also criticized the Philippines after Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana led security officials in visiting Pag-asa Island. Duterte on Monday defended the Philippines' plan to improve facilities in Pag-asa Island, saying it is part of the government's duty. United States Senator Benjamin Cardin says he'll introduce bipartisan legislation to block the sale of certain U.S. weapons to the Philippine National Police as a consequence of the, quote, "barbaric actions of Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte." Cardin, along with U.S. Senator Marco Rubio, also vowed to support human rights groups in the Philippines. The proposed bipartisan legislation comes as Duterte's war on drugs kills at least 7,000 people, both in legitimate police operations and vigilante-style killings. Cardin also criticizes U.S. President Donald Trump's invitation to Duterte to visit the White House. Cardin says, quote, "Ignoring human rights will not advance U.S. interests in the Philippines or any place else." United States President Donald Trump says he would be honored to meet North Korean leader Kim Jong-Un under the right conditions, dialing back threats of military action against the regime Monday. Trump says, quote, "If it would be appropriate for me to meet with him, I would, absolutely. I would be honored to do it." Trump has threatened and berated the regime in recent weeks, fearing it may be months away from making a nuclear strike against the United States. North Korea warned Monday it was prepared to carry out a nuclear test at any time and at any location.